Rolex Explorer 2 16570. This is the watch that we have here today on the table and I'd like to talk about. Welcome back guys, nice to have you here. If you like this content, give it a like, leave a sub and leave your thoughts down below into the comments. Guys, at first I want to talk about the specs and then we have to talk about some different generations of this watch, and I'd like to talk about the whole watch. I know it's the video number 1500 of the Rolex Explorer 2 16570, but it's a really special piece, I think, so we have to talk about it. So guys, specs, we have the reference 16570, caliber inside is 3185 or 3186. We have 50 hours of power reserve. We have 100 meter water resistance. The case is 40 millimeter. In thickness we have 12 millimeters. Really comfortable on the wrist. Lug to lug is 47.2 millimeters. Lugs are 20 millimeters wide, so we can easily swap between different NATO straps or leather straps. We have a sapphire crystal for sure, also with the cyclops on the glass sitting that you can read the date better. We have a fixed bezel made out of steel with 24-hour scale in it. Dial is available in white or in black. I'm not sure which one is the better one. I think the white one is the more with more heritage, more history, but I also like the black because the red GMT hand pops more out, and yeah, difficult to say which one is better. You have to make the choice on your own. As complication, we have here the date and a GMT function, which is really great to have. So I often say better to have than need. So okay, so weight is 121 grams with sized to my wrists. I have a 17 centimeter wrist, a little tiny, but really comfortable because of the weight. The crown sits at 3 o'clock. We have crown guards for sure. The price, difficult. Depends on the set. Are there papers? Is there a box available? How is the condition? It's from which year, which generation. There are so many different variations of this piece, and for sure the price depends on this. Okay guys, different generations is the keyword. This watch was produced from 1989 up to 2011, so it's a really long time period for Rolex. 1998 they replaced this tritium to Luminova and give it a longer lasting lume on this watch. This here is Swiss T, so we have a tritium inside, and the watch is almost 30 years old, so we have no lume here on this beauty. On 2000s, Rolex replaces the Luminova to Super Luminova just 2 years later. Don't know why, because the step gets a little bit too late, 2 years later. So, okay. 2005, there was a caliber change from the caliber 3186 replaces 3185. Also a nice feature. And in the mid-2000s, Rolex engraves Rehaut. Guys, please correct me, I don't know how to say it. You know what I mean? Here, bezel inside, there is then Rolex written inside, and also the serial number of the watch. So this is one of the first generations. We have tritium. It's for sure a vintage piece, in my opinion. Guys, the bezel. Bezel easy, nice polishing, nice brushing. We have here the numerals inside. They are colored in black. As you can see, sometimes it's almost popping a little bit out, but for sure this piece is 30 years old. It's a worn watch and it's made to for adventures. So you have to wear your watches, guys. You have to wear watches. Today I'm wearing my Grand Seiko GMT, perfect for another GMT. Bezel is fine, gives it a tooly touch. Yeah, it works. It's for the GMT hand. the meaning of this GMT wasn't GMT, so it just was for adventure when you're in a cave or maybe in a location on a world where it's almost dark, so you can see which time we now have. 20 o'clock, so it means the night is coming. Yeah? Because when you don't have the GMT hand and you're always in the dark, you don't know is it day or is it night, so you can lose orientation. This is the meaning of this bezel. Because of this, it's the Explorer. Dial is great. Depends on how old it is. There are so many different dial variations. We have cream dial, polar white, we have the spider dial where the dial gets some cuts where the color is breaking. I like this kind of dial. It's clear, it's simple, it's white, available also on black. Depends on your opinion. I think both are great. I think the best thing would be to have both in the collection, but that's a lot of money. On the dial written also Rolex for sure. We have here the Oyster Perpetual Date Explorer 2. Yeah, we have a superlative chronometer, official certified. Here down below we have the Swiss T inside, so it's one of the first generation with tritium. Yeah, the indices are simple, white indices surrounded by a black color, and makes a lot of fun to watch. Sometimes it's not easy to read the time because everything is white, just with the hands and the indices are surrounded by a black color, but it works fine. Date is easy to read because of the Cyclops. Sorry for this reflection here, but really easy to read. And the Cyclops for sure, it's one of the most known gimmick for a Rolex watch. GMT hand, we have it here with red accent. Also works good, works perfect to the watch, works perfect to the design, and makes a lot of fun. I like watches where there are some color on, and it pops a little bit out. Also here by this green GMT. So the GMT hand here is in gold and it pops out. I like this kind of GMT hands with a little bit of color on. So as next, let's talk about the crown. Crown, horrible. Really horrible for my thick fingers. It works, pops out, but I would love to see a bigger crown for such a tool watch. So why is this crown so small and thin? It works for sure, it has this function, it works solid, but in my opinion, too small for a tool piece. Case, it's a typical Rolex Oyster case. Yeah, nothing special to say. We have drilled luck holes here, so makes it easy to swap for a NATO or a rubber strap. Polishing, yeah, it's good. For this, the condition is good to this watch. I think this watch already gets polished, but the edges aren't broken. I think polishing was solid made. I really love watches with 12mm of thickness. Works really great and solid, makes it easy to wear, slides down to your button-down shirt under the cuff, and it's so comfortable, guys. It's so easy to wear this piece because of the weight, because of the thickness. The proportion is perfect, and really, really a good, solid watch, as we already know from a brand like Rolex. The bracelet, yeah, bracelet is fine, it's nice. We have here the classical Oyster bracelet. We have no solid end links, so the rattling of this watch is really loud. Maybe I can give you an example. So Sometimes it feels a little bit cheap, but we have to think that we have here a vintage piece. And yeah, in different generations of this model, some watches have already solid end links. And yeah, the bracelet also gets some updates. What we have here to say more about the bracelet. For sure, we have screws links, also easy to size it to your wrist, but the bracelet, yeah, it works fine to the watch. It's a tool watch. I think tool watches has to be worn on a steel bracelet, or an NATO is also fine. Yeah, it's comfort. It's good. It's comfortable, guys. So nothing to say else about the bracelet. Brushing is fine. Everything on this piece is brushed. For sure, the sides are polished. Here, clasp. What to say about a clasp? One of the first generation clasp, stamped. Yeah, that's it. A little bit of dirt inside. Sorry for that. We have here drilled holes in the clasp. A lot of, we have 2, 4, 6, 7 holes in the clasp, so it makes it easy to fit it perfectly to your wrist. A Rolex sign inside, and yeah, that's it. Really easy, cheap clasp, not state of the art, but works, makes a good job. Small, short clasp fits to this watch. Guys, conclusion about this piece. I like it really. It's a Rolex, it's an entry Rolex, it's a vintage piece. Makes a lot of fun. There's no much bling bling on this piece. It represents what it's made for. Tool, adventure, hiking. It's a tool piece. Take it for vacation, take it outside, take it into the woods and just enjoy it. Or take it also to the office, to shopping, to anything else. So it's pretty versatile piece, makes a lot of fun. Entry Rolex, around 6 to 8 grand. So if you have the budget, it's also, in my opinion, a solid invest. You won't lose money here. Prices are rising slowly, as we know by Rolex. It's not a hype piece, so this is the chance to start your journey with an Rolex piece and have fun with it. Guys, I hope you like it. I like it a lot. Thanks for watching. I hope you do fine. Have a nice day. I catch you in the next show. Bye.